Okay, here we are today. I know people are wondering what is going on. I did not drop off the face of the earth. I promise you, I am still here. Although things have been a little slow, we hit a couple obstacles when it comes to scheduling, which is always a wonderful thing. What are you going to do? So, here's the plan. Say my iPods are at 6%. Okay. Well, if they die, whatever. So here's the plan. We are going to do a bone marrow biopsy tomorrow, which for those of you, hey Mickey, hi. For those of you that don't know what a bone marrow biopsy is, it kind of really blows. So what they do is they take a drill and they drill into your pelvis or a major bone and they suck out bone marrow and then they test it for all kinds of stuff. Like they test it for everything. Other cancers like that hide in there, like leukemia, things of that nature. They test it for, genetic abnormalities. Excuse me, my nose is running like crazy today for some reason. I'm not even cold. It's just running like crazy. It's what it wants to do. But that's happening tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what time that's going down. But whatever, we'll get it done. It's a box that I gotta check in order to get going with the trial. So the trial hasn't even started yet. What you're seeing right now is just the preparation to get there. So I'm gonna do another round of chemo yet again of those 5 drugs like I did in the previous video. I have one more round that they're gonna sneak in from what I was told today. And what that's doing is that is buying me time to get to the trial. So basically, I'm just buying time. That stuff in my lungs, the cancer in my lungs, the tumor is pretty big. It makes it a little tough to breathe, and I have cancer, throughout the rest of my body too, not just my lungs. I have it, throughout my body. So um, hitting me with 5 chemo drugs is buying me time to get everything squared away and get off the steroids. Now, here's the thing: I'm on steroids to help with the infection that was in my lungs as well, in the pneumonia and everything, to get rid of all that crap. I can't start the trial until I get off the steroids, because what will end up happening is the steroids will kill the transplant NK cells. So I got to get off the steroids. I got to get over, the pneumonia and everything. There's nothing really I could do other than let my body do it. It's not like I can help it in any way, but I'm doing the best I can. With nutrition, things of that nature, uh, trying to help it out. So, we're working on that. We're waiting on that. We're figuring maybe this at the end of this week. So what will end up happening is this is kind of the format that I have been briefed on as of today for this trial. Everything that's happening right now, forget it, except for the bone marrow biopsy. That's actually trial related. So all the chemo that I'm doing, all the other stuff that I'm doing, that's just to buy me time to get me to the trial. Once the trial starts, okay, for me, once they start cooking the cells and making the cells, I'll do 3 rounds of a specialized chemo, 3 different hits of it. I think it lasts 3 days in a row. So I'll get nailed, day 1. I'll get chemo again day 2, and I'll get this chemo again day 3. What that chemo is it's specifically designed to kill my immune system and my blood, just to kill it. And what they have to do is they have to kill my immune system that I currently have and my blood to allow the infusion to take a hold. So I'll do these 3 rounds of chemo. I'll kill my current immune system, my natural immune system that my body has right now as we speak. I'll kill it. Then they'll start the infusion of the hunter killer cells, which is a whole different ballgame. That's a whole different episode of explaining that to you, which is going to be coming really, really soon, probably within the next couple of days. I'm polishing up my research so that when I talk to you about it, I sound somewhat educated, because the science behind it is mind-blowing. So I want to make sure that I'm squared away when I tell you about it. So basically, they'll infuse me with that, and that'll supplement my immune system that we just got done killing with the chemo, and boom, there it goes. And those cells replicate, and all they do is hunt and kill. They hunt my cancer type and they kill it. That's all they do. They don't. There's no collateral damage, which is amazing, because like normal, chemos and other infusions, and especially other stem cell transplants and things of that nature, there's a lot of collateral damage. There's damage that I'm living with from my stem cell transplant that I had back in 2011. There's damage that I still live with today. I mean, it was very damaging. Saved my life. It got me to where I am now. So it is what it is, but very, 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 very damaging. This new NK trial, I think I finally killed my headset here. I'm sorry. This new NK trial, it doesn't have any collateral damage like the stem cell transplants in the past, and that's pretty cool. They won't touch. Sorry, I'm reaching across the other cells in my body. They won't damage any of that stuff, which I find is fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. So we're going to do that, and then they'll take over and replicate and basically fight my cancer, hunt and kill my cancer cells for indefinite. Now, I'll have to do a few more infusions from what I gathered afterwards. It's like a supplemental, like boosters, kind of. If you want to think in that theory, it'll be like a booster infusion. But like I said, I'm brushing up on my on what this trial is, and that way, on the next episode when I explain the trial details, I sound pretty smart about it, and I'm giving you the right information. That's my number one priority, is make sure that I'm delivering accurate and the correct information. So right now, basically, the plan is to get the bone marrow biopsy, which they drill with a drill bit. I think it's like one time they did it to me, and it was a Walt drill and a drill bit. They just drill into your pelvis. They drill a hole into your pelvis, and they suck a bone marrow out, and it's disgusting and it hurts. And they're knocking me out for that, so I will definitely be out. Yeah. My watch is going nuts. I will definitely be knocked out for that. No joke. Because otherwise I'm going to turn into a ninja like they've never seen in Texas here. A northern boy ninja. That's a new one. I should patent that or whatever. Northern boy ninja. Anyhow, that is the plan. That is happening to me tomorrow. I'll probably make a video after that because we'll see how that goes. That's about it. That's about what's going on. That's all I really have to report. So, I mean, other than like how I'm feeling, yeah, I feel like I got 5 chemo drugs in one day. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it knocked me down pretty good. I've been doing a lot of sleeping, a lot of resting. Just haven't really moved much. As for like the nausea, it wasn't that bad for nausea this time around. The second time though is always different because that's when you get your depth. So like the first time you get hit with these drugs, your body's just confused. It's looking around trying to figure out, excuse me, it's looking around trying to figure out what hit it, like what bus ran it over, because I mean it's very impactful, you know. It hurts you pretty good, and your body doesn't know what exactly happened to it. So the second time, that's when you start feeling the actual after effects of the chemo agents. Like you start feeling what these drugs are going to do to you. You know, with, you know, for example, just a random example, like your, you know, the nausea with your stomach, or, you know, you're going to sleep a lot, or, you know, you're going to lose, you know, a lot of hair, or, you know, things aren't going to work correctly, like, you know, your bathroom routine. I mean, we'll be real about it. That screws up your guts. I mean, it hurts you in ways that you don't want to go to. So that's kind of like round 2 is where you hit it, and lucky for me, we're gonna do 2 rounds of it. So yeah, I'll get to experience that. But after that, we're gonna start into trial mode. From what the good doc said, we're gonna start into getting into the trial really thickly. So it's going to be interesting, and that's going to be when everything starts to really pick up. Right now, it's just buying time to get me over the infection, to get me to the trial. That's that. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.